Good morning, Ms. Nagel.
Good morning.
A few questions for you in regard to the interview or the conversation that you had with Trooper Proctor. Were there any other troopers present during the course of that your conversation?
Yes. I can't recall his name, no.
Now, if I could turn your attention back to January 29th in the early morning when you were leaving the house on Fairview. You indicated that you saw a dark object in an area of the front lawn, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, you had been to the house at 34 Fairview on several different occasions prior to this date, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever been over in that area of that front lawn? Was that an area that was used, that you observed by the homeowners or anyone there?
Not really, no.
And what, if anything, do you recall about the lighting in that particular area of the yard?
I mean, it was dark out, but with the snow, it was kind of, you could see a little bit of a glare.
Do you recall any sort of street lights or anything like that in that area?
I can't recall, no.
I see this object, which you described as approximately 5 to 6 feet long, is that right?
Yes, correct.
And in the area of the flagpole, is that correct?
Yes.
And at the time that you saw it, were you expecting or anticipating something over in that area of the yard?
No.
And when you were driving past it, is that the first time that you saw it?
Yes.
Now, if you had realized or had recognized that dark object, 5 to 6 feet long, in that area near the flagpole, had you realized that was a body, what would you have done?
I'll allow it.
I would have, called 911 if I thought it was an actual body and told everybody else in the car as well.
And your testimony, again, was that you put sort of 2 and 2 together the following day, correct?
Yes.
I have nothing further on.
Okay.
So if you realized it was a body, you would have called 911, correct?
Yes.
And that's because you would have realized that was very important information, correct?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
If you realized it was a body, you would have realized that was very important information, correct?
Yes.
And your testimony today is that you realized it was a body the very next day, correct?
The next day after I had a conversation, yes.
You didn't call 911 at that point, correct?
I did not know.
You called the police business line.
I did not know.
Did you speak to any police?
No.
Right. You would agree with me, Ms. Nagel, that object became 5 to 6 feet long yesterday for the first time.
Objection.
Not necessarily.
Ask the question differently, Ms. Giannetti.
The first time you've mentioned to anybody that that object was 5 to 6 feet long was yesterday to this jury 2.5 years after you supposedly saw it, correct?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Okay. All right, Ms. Nagel, you are all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you.